Hello guys, welcome back, and in today's video we have the Windsong kit. Right now it came out a couple of hours ago, like 6 or something. I was sleeping. I don't know why they keep it's because maybe in Asia the good time is when I'm sleeping. It's different time. But Windsong kit, we have it right now. Now this is the general kit, like we don't have the numbers obviously. So, but we can tell how the character is going to be, and it sounds really crazy. Okay, we'll go with order. We'll read everything, and we'll tell you what I think about it, and some like theory crafting that's gonna pop into my mind when after I read the kit. And as like an intro, Windsong is going. It looks like it's going to be like Spadadia, but just for the preparation, and then you unleash like a nuke, okay, in that sense. Now let's go ahead and check what she does. Now she's a star 66 star DPS, insight, syncretism, I1, self gains. By the way, pay attention to what I'm saying, okay? Self gains measurement whenever an ally incantation crits, or enemy gains confusion. You get 1 measurement stack per crit or layer of confusion. I2 plus 8% critical rate. I3, when entering battle, increases crit rate and crit damage. After releasing the ultimate, you give yourself Preparation Windsong, which is a status, okay? Preparation Windsong, what is it? At the start of the next turn, create prepared incantation Quod Erat Demonstratum, which is the first skill. If there are no argument of empiricism, which is the second skill, if you don't have any in your hand, generate an extra prepared incantation argument of empiricism, can stack. Okay? Now, so it means that if you do your ultimate, or if you cast Argument of Empiricism and then you do your ultimate, you're going to have 2 stacks, which means that the next turn is going to give you 2 Quod Erat skills. Okay? Now, let's check what the skills do and the ultimate. Skill 1, Quod Erat Demonstratum. Single mental damage, increase Eureka and deals damage to 1 enemy. If consuming a number of Eureka, deals extra damage and convert overflow crit rate to damage. Now, this is already good, right? A lot of people were like lamenting, and me as well, about Lilia not having the critical overflow conversion. Whatever, still don't have it. And now Windsong comes for the final nail in the coffin, in my opinion, but let's move on. S2, Argument of Empiricism. Mass mental damage, increases Eureka, and deals 2 damage to 2 enemies. And gives herself Preparation Windsong. Now, the ultimate, it's important. Longer than Endless. Single debuff. It's a debuff for a single target. Gives the target confusion. We don't know how many stacks. Enters Surveying status this round and increases Eureka. So it says status in this round. So it's probably like 1 round, and increases Eureka. Then turns any incantation of Windsong into the corresponding level of Quod Erat. Then releases them as much as possible, which means that if you have many cards in your hand, and not all of them are the quad card, they're going to be converted into the quad version. So if you have like a level 2 argument of empiricism in your hand, it's going to be converted in a level 2 Quod Erat, okay? Now, turn any condition Windsong into the corresponding level, then releases them as much as possible. So you're going to basically instacast every card that is Quod Erat in your hand, okay? Which will be all of them because they get converted. Now, what is the surveying status? The surveying status means that when Windsong is in this status, she cannot lose Eureka. Overflow Eureka will be converted to measurement. Now, something happening here is me choking, but something happening here that you need to pay attention to is that you cannot lose Eureka. So when you're doing the ultimate, yes, you are casting a billion quad error, not a billion, like 2 or 3 maybe, quad error, but you are not converting the overflow crit rate to damage because the card says that you need to consume Eureka, which is not happening because of serving. Okay, so keep that in mind. So I feel like the ultimate is done with the concept in mind still for preparation. Are you still preparing? Because if you think about it, it's going to increase Eureka from the ultimate, and by casting all of these quad errat, you're going to increase more Eureka per card, per quad cast, right? So if you're casting 3 quad, and this basically says that you need increases Eureka at level 1, you're going to get +3 Eureka. You cannot lose, so you're going to overflow the Eureka, and that's why it says that overflow Eureka will be converted into measurement, which is increased crit rate and crit damage, can stack, and cannot be dispelled. So for the rest of the combat, you will be swimming in measurement. Now, I don't know how much this is. It might be a 5% just because you get so many, or maybe 10. If it's 10, it's insane because you get one measurement whenever someone crits or the enemy gains confusion, which you could technically force on the enemies by using Voyager and Tooth Fairy. Just spamming confusion. Don't do anything else, just spam confusion and then let Windsong destroy them with the conversion, right? But which means that, okay, so after you do the ultimate, you are still preparing, in my opinion. I think you are still preparing because you cannot lose Eureka during serving status. You are gaining, though, overflowing Eureka, which becomes measurement. On top of that, if I1 gives you measurement if you crit, that's another thing to keep in mind. If the measurement is given to you if you as well crit, if any ally's incantation doesn't sound like it, but it might be a mistranslation or it might be a broader term like ally, as long as it's you and your team, it's fine. I don't know. Technically, if this was the correct translation, it would be only your allies, but who knows? Like we never know about that. We're gonna have to wait until the character comes, and then we're gonna check about it and confirm this. If this works, and you also get crits when you crit, get measurement when you crit, then the ultimate is also going to give you a bunch of measurement outside of the overflowing Eureka, and just give it to you because you're critting with quad errat. Okay. Because it is an attack, it's going to do damage to one enemy. Now, the ultimate, I don't know if multicasting, you can choose who to attack. It's probably going to be like a bombardment on the enemy side. So you might not be able to choose it, but it's not that big of a deal. So overall, sounds like a really, really strong character. And you are in this constant flow and loop, because every time you have preparation Windsong, it's going to give you quad errat and argument of empiricism every time. If you don't have it, it gives you 1, right? And then it gives you quad errat regardless. So if you want to, you could loop this infinitely and never use anyone else's card, because every time you do argument of empiricism, you're gonna get preparation Windsong, which gives you quad errat, and if you don't have argument empiricism, it gives you 1, right? And it can stack. So if you're doing I3, after releasing the ultimate, you get another preparation. So if you do argument and then you do the ultimate, you're going to have 2 preparation Windsong, which is going to give you at least 1 argument and 2 quad errat, okay? 2 quad errat is going to give you every card that she has increases Eureka. So if you hold your cards, or you happen to have a lot of cards, and then you do the ultimate, it's going to automatically cast all of the quad errat, give you minimum +1 Eureka every time you cast those cards, which is going to overflow and becomes measurement. And now from that point on, you have like 20 stacks of measurement, which if it's 5, it's +100. If it's 10, it's +200% critical rate and 200% critical damage. Now we don't even know what the portrays are. Okay, so the portraits might make this crazier. It could give you more Eureka, it could give you more overflow, it can give you easier overflow, it can give you the convert, like if they make it so you don't need to lose Eureka to get the overflow crit, I don't think it's possible. It would be too insane. And if that was one of the portraits, it would be P5 in my opinion. Because if this works like it reads, you need to consume Eureka to trigger the conversion, right? To trigger the conversion, you need to consume Eureka. But if you are casting all of these, you not get from the ultimate, you're not able to consume because you are under surveying, right? Because you're trying to overflow Eureka as well. So I feel like you do all of that fucking setup. You do damage while setting up, and then you do from that point on, every time you cast Quad Erat, you're going to deal 1 billion fucking damage the more the fight goes on, because you're getting a lot of measurement stacks at this point, because you're overflowing Eureka, you're critting, you're getting confusion to the enemy. At the same time, like most of the turns, you're going to do all the people's cards as well, especially if it's a 4-man, you have 4 slots, you can chuck in there like an extra confusion from your characters. Even if you just use Tooth Fairy, it's fine, right? So she doesn't have any crit rates. You can build her problems. You can build her with full damage, full attack. So it's gonna be probably a beast. Probably gonna be a really strong character. So what do you guys think about this? Okay, what do you guys think? Are you going to pull for her? Are you going to change your mind on your plans? Are you gonna change your future plans? Is Windsong now part of your pool plan? Let me know in the comments. We're going to go over and talk about this a little bit more on stream as well today. If you're watching the video, I will be live later doing the viewer account review, continuing and maybe finishing it. I don't know. Join Discord, it's in description if you want to join as well. But we're gonna talk about this as well, and then do the viewers poll, account on stream on twitch.tv/Jakazin. Okay, so thank you for watching and see you next time.